then. So, usual thing, you know, if you've had any surgery, you've got any problems, please make sure, or if you've not done any exercise before, please make sure you check with your health professional before you start anything. Please stay in a pain-free range of motion. There's all different bits that we can do, and hopefully we'll cover everybody being able to do something. Okay, so we're going to start with some nice big breaths in. So if you're able to stand, stand, and take those big breaths in, and then bring it down. Okay, if not, you're going to go seated, even if you just bring your arms up, but we're going to get that big belly breath. Big expanse. And then stretch. So if you're standing, you can start to just bend a little bit. One more. Okay, so we're going to roll those shoulders forward. Okay, so you're going to squeeze up, roll forward. Okay, and backwards. So if you're standing, that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to get those arms. Okay, so if you're seated, you're just going to get those arms go, whoops, forward a little bit. Forward a little bit. Okay, those arms going. So one going backwards. 4, 5. Other one going backwards. So you're going to do is bigger.
Tracy,
Come on in, Tracy. So you're going to do as big a circles as you can. Okay, and then we're going to come forward. So this one's going to be all about the upper body. Okay, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and opposite side. So again, if you're standing, you can get a little bit more of a swing on this one. But I say, we're just covering everybody's angles at the moment. Okay, so we're going to get those elbows going. Okay, so you can get nice big circles going and opposite way. So you're going to sit yourself up nice and tall if you're seated. Okay, sitting up as tall as you can. Okay, and then we're going to clasp those hands together and roll those wrists round. Okay, and then we're going to clasp the hands together. We're just going to lift the arms up as much as you can just to flex those wrists a little bit. Try and keep the hands together. Just get that little bit of stretch on the wrist. Okay, and then we're going to push it down. Okay, so you're going to stay pain-free. You're just going to hold that down for a second. Let it go. Hold it down for a second. Let it go. So nice. Okay, not too much of a stress, of a pull. Okay, changing sides. Again, say if you want to do these standing, you can do. Okay, we're going to do a body rotate now. I'm going to show you the seated version. We're going to take the body rotate nice and gentle to start with. So you're going to put one arm in front, one arm behind if you can. If not, you're just going to clasp around the front. And then all we're going to do is we're going to drive those arms round, okay, to take it round. Okay, so if you're standing, I'll show you that one again in a second. Then we're going to change sides and go up. So I'm just going to stand up. So again, so if you're standing, you can just take the arms, you can have a little bit more space. You can stand, take it round, back to the centre, and take it round. So it's just a nice upper body. Actually, you can get a little bit more rotation when you're seated because you're actually anchoring your hips down. Okay, and again, let's just go around that other side, and again, the other side. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the pec release that was in the bite-sized bits at the beginning of the week. So I'm going to start that seated, but you can also do this laid on your back, okay? Which is, if you can get down there, it does help if you're struggling to get your arm across, if you're a lady that's a little bit bigger proportions at the top, or gentlemen, if you've got quite big chest muscles and you're struggling to get your hand across here. If you lay down, it does make it that little bit easier if you can. But I'm going to show you it seated to start with. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll those shoulders back and down. We're going to put our hand across our shoulder, and then the movement is that the arm rotates in. So I'll put my vest on today so you can see that rotation, that push in. Okay, so it's that push in. Okay, it's going to be 20%. We're going to hold it for 20 seconds. We're going to do some breathing with it. So we're going to get the 20% pressure on, and now we're going to breathe in for 5 if you can. And out for 5. So in for 5. And out for 5.
Kate Lewis.
Hi Kate. Steve just told me popped up. Okay, then we're going to relax. We're going to hold that, roll that back and down. We're going to come again. So if you lay on your back on the floor, it's exactly the same position, just lifting that shoulder up off the floor. Okay, this time we're going to breathe in for 3, hold for 3, down for 3. So it's going to get some breathing techniques in as well. So we're going to bring that arm across, that 20%. We're just going to hold against that hand. And we're going to go in for 3, hold for 3, out for 3. And then again, in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 2 done. Okay, so now we're going to go across to the other side. We're going to do 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. Okay, so again, you're going to change sides on this time. So if you're down on the floor, I'll show you that one on the next one round. Okay, and we're going to push into that hand, and this time we're just going to count to 20. So nice steady breathing. So it's a good way of getting some relaxation breathing in as well. Listening to your breathing. Okay, and relax. Okay, we've got another one on this side. So roll those shoulders back and down. So let's say this is the release, and then we're going to get into some exercises. So just counting to 20 again. And relax. Okay, so this is really good. It's a really nice release for pec minor, especially if your arms are forward all day. You know, if you're working at a desk, or you know, sort of hairdressers, catering, anything that's bringing you forward. A lot of us sleep like that as well. You eat in that way, driving that way. You know, it does help. So it's giving it that energy technique. Now we're going to stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the heel of our hands, if you can, you're going to get your heel of your hands to the bottom of your rib cage. I'll show you at the back there. And we're going to really relax the neck, consciously relax the neck and squeeze those elbows together. So you're not pushing your head forward. Okay, you're just going to squeeze those elbows together. Okay, so if you're struggling with that, all you're going to do is just put your hands as far back as you can and push those elbows together. You're just going to stretch the chest. And relax. Okay, so I think in the week we did these as a door stretch as well. So if you check back on, I'll have all those videos uploaded to YouTube today for you to check back to. Hold that. Okay, so if you're staying seated, we're going to run through all that again. Now I'm going to show you it on the floor this time. Okay, so if you want to change, if you can get down onto the floor, and you've not done this one before, that's fine. Okay, so you're going to lay down on the floor. You're going to bring your legs bent. Tummy's going to stay sucked in, nice and flat against the floor. Okay, you're going to relax those shoulders back to start with. We're then going to bring the hand across, and all you're going to do is just lift that shoulder. We're going to go back to those breathing techniques of 1, in for 5, out for 5. And then out for 5. And then a breath in again. So you should see my belly going there, not your chest. If you're breathing in your chest, if you're getting a big breath in your chest, it means you're quite stressed. You need to try and control that into that breathing. You can do that on the floor as well. So again, shoulders back, hand across, bring that shoulder up. So 20% pressure. Then we're going to do that nice big belly breath again for 5. And then out for 5. And then in for 5. And out for 5. Okay, so you should be starting to feel quite calm now. Okay, so then we're going to go across to the other side. So again, This time we're going to do the 3 in, 3 hold, 3 out. If you're able to, if not, you're just going to keep that calm breathing. Okay, so arm across, shoulder coming up, 20% pressure pushing into that hand. That's all it is. And we're going to go in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Okay, drop that shoulder back down again. So if you're seated, you're just going to roll those shoulders back and down. Okay, and then we're going to come again, hand across, shoulder up, 20% pressure. Then we're going to get to that breathing. So we're going to come in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Okay, so that's our 4 times on each side. So you stretch on this one. Okay, you can sit up and do your hand stretch. Okay, or you can actually take it onto your front if you want to do something that's a little bit more extreme. Okay, not extreme, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more pressure. It is. You're going to get yourself into a press up position. Okay, as if you was going to start press up from the floor. Put one arm out. The hand needs to be at shoulder height. Okay, and then all we're going to do is you're going to use your other hand to push up, and we're going to hold that for 10. So if you're seated, you're still going to do your hands behind you, pushing your elbows together. Okay. And then you're going to go to the other side. So into the press up position, other hand out, just higher than shoulder width. Keep that shoulder down as much as you can and push it up. Okay, it's going to help stretch that shoulder. Okay. So if you are more advanced and you're going to stay on the floor, I'm going to show you the pull and push, okay, on the floor. And then I'm going to show, before we start, I'll show you ones on the floor, and then we'll do ones for the seated. So you're going to kneel up, okay? You're going to get your hands out, okay? Or you can sit on the floor if you're not comfortable kneeling. Sit on the floor, arms out. Elbows going to stay straight. Arms are going to be at shoulder height, shoulder width. If you need to use a stick, or you can use a carrier bag or a strap, just to get some tension there, that's fine. Okay, and then all you're going to do is you're going to pull those shoulder blades back. Okay, so it's a really isolated movement. Try not to row with the arms. You're just going to squeeze back and squeeze forward. Okay, so we're going to do 10. So if you're sat on the floor, you're going to do those. If not, we're going to be seated and we're going to squeeze back for 10 and then push forward. So don't forget that push forward, squeeze back, push forward. This is 3, 4. We're going to try really hard not to shrug those shoulders up or bend those elbows. 8, 9, 10. Okay. So if you're seated, you're going to do that one again. Okay. So you're just going to come in and out, but you're going to, this time you're going to concentrate on pushing out as far as you can, then bringing it back to neutral, pushing it out as far as you can, bringing it back to neutral. Okay, if you're on the floor, okay, so that's going to be your second set if you're seated. If you're on the floor and a bit more advanced, you can do this 2 ways. You can do this from hands and knees. So nice 4-point position. Okay, so knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and then all you're going to do, nice neutral back, is drop down and push away. Drop down, push away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if you are more advanced, okay, we can get this into a press up position and do this as a shrug from press up position. Okay. Oops. So ready? Okay. Are we ready? So you're going to still keep those arms straight. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need to drop down to your knees part way through, that's fine. 6. Really pushing it away. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax. So that's 3 sets of push and pull we've done. Okay, we're going to go back to seated now to start with, but you can do this stud as well. Okay, so I'm going to do one side. I'm going to do one set seated and one set stud. Okay, so you'll be able to adapt it. So first one, seated. You are going to come across your body. Okay, and then we're going to bring it back. You're going to lead with that thumb and stretch up. Okay, so you're going to get that stretch and then bring it back. So it's a dynamic stretch this time. So we're going to go for 5. But you're rotating that body and coming across. Okay, so if you're doing this standing, okay, you're going to rotate as far as you can. So we're going to get that upper body, try and keep those hips forward, lead with the thumb, and come all the way back round. Lead with the thumb, all the way back round. Five. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, we're going to do another set of those. So whether you're seated or whether you're standing. Okay, we're going to go again. 5 on each side. I want you to feel that stretch. So don't just sort of swing your arm across. I want you to take it as a nice, this is a movement class. This is trying to get things just moving that little bit better. Maybe tweaking a little bit of those aches and pains. And giving you some ideas to get your body moving. Okay, opposite side. So lead it across, get that stretching on that rotation, lead with that thumb. So that hand is coming up, that arm is nice and straight if you can. If you can't, you're going to where you can get to. You know, if you're seated and you're just moving your arm slightly, it doesn't matter if you can just turn that body a little bit. Last one. 5. Okay, right, so if you are more able, you're going to go down onto the floor now, onto your backs. Okay, but I'm going to show this one seated, just to save me going up, going up, down. Okay, so if you're more able, you're going to lay on your back, legs bent, nice soft back into the floor. Okay, and you're going to bring your arms out in front of you. So if you was laid down, your arms will be up in the air, okay, pointing to the ceiling. So you can put your palms together, clasp your fingers together, but again, we're going to have those arms straight.
Julia Matthews.
So we're going to have those arms straight, and then what we're going to do is you're going to rotate as much as possible without bending the arm. Okay, so if you're bringing it across, as soon as that elbow needs to bend to get you round, that's where you're going to stop and come back. Okay, so if you're on the floor, you're just going from side to side. So morning, Julie, I think. Steve just says popped up. It's good to see you. A couple more. And relax. Okay, so again, it's nice and slow. And we're just going to get, you're going to go as much as you can. So if you can't extend your arms out, all you're going to do is get them to the point that you can and then hold them in that position, okay? So if you can't get your arms out, you're just going to turn from there. But it's just a case of trying to, once you've got that position, that you try and keep that and go as far as you can, okay? So hopefully everybody will be able to do something on this because it's good rotation, getting that thoracic, that upper body moving and helping you just get that little bit more mobility, okay? So again, we're going to go, if you're laid on your floor, you've got your arms up in the air. Ladies, if you want to do your Charlie's Angel gun position, that's fine as well. You should have a little bit of fun with that one. Okay, we're going to do another set, okay? So we're going to come across and you're going to go as far as you can, nice and slow, till you get to the stage where you think, oh, I need to bend my elbow to get it back anymore. Last couple. Okay, relax. Okay, so next one we're going to do. Okay, we've got a couple more exercises to do. So shoulders should be feeling nice and warm. Back should be feeling a little bit less creaky now. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is we're just going to arc our arms overhead. Okay, so it's going to go to an overhead push, but it's going to come through an arc. Okay, then drop it down in the middle, through an arc, drop it down in the middle. Okay, so if you can sit on the floor, you can stand, and you can really reach out. So I'm going to just show you this nice and gentle to start with. So it's just that semicircle arc and down in the middle. Okay, so if you're standing, you are going to be able to get that really big arc if you can. Okay, if you can when you're seated, that's fine as well. So that really big arc, stretch it up and bring it down. Okay, so big arc, stretch up, bring down. 2 more. Up and down. Up and down. Relax. So now we're going to reverse that round, okay? So again, if you're seated, it's just going to be a push up and then round. If you're standing, you're going to try and get that big push up, bringing those elbows round, up and round. This is just going to lead us through to those snow angel shoulder exercises. Just getting those shoulders really moving. Last one. Okay, relax. Okay, so grab yourself a drink if you need one. We've done quite a lot of movement there. Okay, so we're just going to get, and then we've got 3 more things to do. We've got 1 more exercise, 2 more stretches. Okay. So, snow angels. If you are able, you are going to stand against a door or a wall. I'm struggling a little bit for wall space in a minute. Stand again, parallel against the door. If not, if you can sit back against the wall. If not, you're just going to bring your arms up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our arms overhead if we can. Okay. I'll show you a more relaxed one in a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to create some tension. So you're going to pull those shoulders back. Keep those elbows in line with the body and squeeze down. Okay, so you're lifting your chest to start with, and then you're going to try and keep it down as you squeeze those back muscles, those lats. So I'm going to show you from the back as well. So you can start with your arms overhead, squeeze, and bring those shoulders down. Okay, arms overhead, squeeze, and bring those shoulders down. So you're really pulling, as if you were really pulling a bar down. Okay, so if you're at the gym and you're doing behind the head lat pull down, which you don't do a lot these days because it just stretches the neck with a bar, but you can just imagine that, pull. Okay, 2 more. Squeezing it down. So really feel that tension in your back. And relax. Okay, so we're going to do another set of those. So I'm going to show you those seated if you can't get full shoulder mobility. So if you can, you're going to do another set of 8 of those. Are you ready? If you can't, we're going to just do what we can. So what we're going to do is bring our arms up into like a W position if you can, and then bring those elbows in. Okay, up into a W position, bring the elbows in. Okay. W position, 3. So if you can lift them back up, that's 5, and then pull in again. This is 5. Okay, so if you can get that full one in, you're going to do that. 6, 7, 8, and relax. Okay, so give those shoulders a nice roll. Okay, give that back, lift them up and down. Just to give that back a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so last couple of stretches we're going to do, just to stretch the body out. So you can do these standing or seated, doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to sit up nice and tall, keep that tummy in. The first thing you do is you're going to bring your arm across your body as far as you can first, and then squeeze up to your body. So you're going to get hold of it behind that elbow joint, squeeze to the body, drop it down. Across the other side, squeeze and drop it down. Okay, so if you're struggling with mobility, all you're going to do is bring your arm across your body as much as you can. Okay, we're going to go again. So you're going to bring it across and then squeeze it in. And again, across, squeeze it in. Okay, roll it down. Give those arms a bit of a shake. Okay, so this next one, I'm going to stretch the tricep a little bit. So if you are struggling with mobility a little bit, you're just going to bring your arm up and then you're going to hold it if you can and lift your arm up. Okay, if you can manage that, just going to give that a little bit of a stretch. So you're going to go as far as you can. If you're struggling with mobility, you're going to get a little bit of a stretch there anyway. If you're a little bit more able, so again, standing or seated, you can reach up, grab the label in the back of your shirt, bring the arm across and stretch that tricep. Okay, rolling it down, bring the other arm up, get hold of that label and squeeze. Okay, so if you are more able, you're going to do that one again. If not, I'm just going to show you this elbow one again. You're going to bring your arm up and push it up as far as you can. And relax. Okay, bend the arm, bring it up. And relax. Give those shoulders a roll, those arms a bit of a flick. Okay, hope you've enjoyed the session this morning and look forward to seeing you sometime again. I'd say all of these will be up on YouTube later if you want to revise them and follow them again. All right, see you soon. Cheers.